Hello, I'm Stan Ruben. Tonight we'd like to give you a little insight into traditional Inuvialuit knowledge. Our elders are slowly passing away and all their knowledge and wisdom gone forever. Through television we share just a glimpse into our Inuvialuit history, trying to feel a small part of our elders' lives long past. Tonight my uncle Edward Ruben and my father Billy Ruben will share some of their past memories with us. Unfortunately, we had video camera problems, but we still have the sound available, and we'd like to cover that with some pictures. Welcome to SUAANGAN. What kind of clothes your mom used to make for you guys when you guys were young boys?
I used to make a caribou skin parky, and caribou boots, you know, like wolf skin. We use it for under. We use it for under boots to make caribou boots. You know, you know, Paulatuk, that kind of boots, fur inside and skin outside. When they start hunting caribous with dogs, sometimes when the weather is clear and cold, no wind, you had to turn their boots to go to them caribous. Put fur outside, just turn it over. Less noise that way to get the caribous. Sometimes we go right close, without caribous, find out.
How about in wintertime when you guys used to have to sneak the caribou?
Sometimes when we see caribous, we don't get too close to leave the dogs. One time when we hunt caribou, me and my dad with Joe Trasset, and we had to leave Joe Trasset to keep the dogs. There was no wind, cold. It was about around February, cold. Me and my dad would go to the caribous, by on top the creek, lots of rocks on top though. When we started to go to the caribous, we got to step in them rocks to not make noise, keep doing that. After a while, when we stick out, we get right close to them caribous. They was laying down. Time to shoot at them, we clean them out, put in the same place. 14. Never even go away. When we get back, Joe Trasser was waiting. Boy was happy.
Camera out.
Who taught you how to set traps when you first started trapping for foxes, and how you trap red foxes and white foxes? Is it different?
A little different here.
How you trap the white foxes then?
Plain. Call it plain.
Huh?
plain. Colored fox, they are different. Colored fox, they are different. Smarter than white fox.
How do you set a trap for a colored fox?
Well, when we set traps for colored, it's got to be nothing, just flat. Got to make it likewise, just like no traps. That's the only way you get colored fox.
How do you put your bait?
Cover the bait, take a little snow in there, put sometimes 3 pieces, 3 places, trap in the middle, and cover the whole thing.
Which side do you put the bait on?
In the middle, and the side, trap in the middle. Then fox, when he starts smell that, dig it first, go around, smelling that one, go back and forth, he get caught. It's only you get colored fox, easier.
What kind of snow you use for your trap?
Got to be very good snow. Johnny teach me how to trap. Never forget it when I learned. White fox are easier to cut. You can put in the kind of bait in there, trap right close to it. Soon as he see that bait, go to it and cut right there. You gotta know how to put bait too.
Well, which sides? You put it by direction, south or north? Or?
No. In a way, but you gotta put your bait how far. You know, white fox on the step. Never miss. Yeah, and you learn easier to get white fox.
How about for marten? When you start trapping marten? How are they?
Once when you go up from here, 1970s, something like that. Old Hans, and he showed me how to trap. Before it snowed up, he showed me how to set a marten trap. And when it snowed up, I set marten trap. I got a marten right away.
How did you set them when you first learned?
You know, that we have to look for trees, go sideways, you know. We have to make a place for a trap, tie up the trap, nail or tie up, set trap right in a tree like that, with no cover. Put a bait on top there. Up. When marten go up, you get caught right away. Even colored fox, he get caught like that. One time I got a little narrow tree, just enough for 1.5, number 1 trap, real little narrow one, long. I said trap there. I've been killing red fox, barely touching his hind legs on the ground, he was hanging. Yeah, when you learn, when it's martens around, it's easy to get martens.
You remember when you first started hunting polar bears?
Yeah.
Where?
I started hunting polar bears on Cape Perry. I was old enough already, you know. I used to hunt with dogs. easy to get with dogs.
Oh,
You gotta know how. When you train your dogs for polar bear, really easy to learn.
how your dogs corner that bear?
Sometime when I traveling, I follow the bear tracks. When I see bear, when I see polar bear, you just have to turn two dogs loose. Then you start following that polar bear. Then he caught him up, let him stay one place till I get there. Wait for me. When I get there, anchor up and just shot him. So you know, when dogs really learn, can make polar bear go away. You know, when they get up, when they want to try to go somewhere, you bite them from behind, turn around, another dog from that side. You gotta be bear in the middle, two dogs, it's like that. That bear turn around, other dog will bite him right away from behind. Just sitting down, just turning around like that.
How many bears you used to get long ago when the price was cheap?
Lots of polar bears that time, but we used to sell it cheap.
What was the price?
About $120 higher price. 12 foot, 11 and a half. It's a big money when you sell a polar bear for 120.
What kind of weather what kind of wind they usually have in the winter time when they used to travel around the coast in this area? How they used to travel when it was windy?
Well, like sometimes wind one direction for a long time, like northeast, northwest. Ano kaya ulit muna, next wind from where? It is mabigat. What kind of wind it's gonna be? Just like weatherman. You know, wind steady from one way, next wind it gotta be west or east. Nalaut kiblo ni, ungala talaga dulu ni. Ungalayang man next wind, what it's gonna be again. Like, okay, may I know take turn. It can't be one wind steady like that. You know, ano kayang man. It gotta be south wind starting. Pingang kind of cloudy day, you find out west wind gonna come back again. After west, then south wind start. When it starts clouding up, that west wind, you know, you can find out by the, you know, that, like high tide, that means west wind is coming strong again. Stronger than force one. So we always scared of like west wind on the force. Even it gets strong, when the wind go down, south wind start. Even south wind start get high tide. That means big west wind right behind, coming back. You know what to is. Even to kill me, you know, like in the beach, it can be flood. That means big west wind coming.
How about in the wintertime when you guys used to travel with dogs and when you guys used to get caught in a blizzard? What do you guys follow by?
We always mad and nobody much you know. You know, like in the winter. We know what kind of weather we're going to have, cold or windy and things like weather. You know the moon, when it show up sometime I get kind of white spot around it. But mean wind from somewhere, strong wind from somewhere. At night we go out when we used to camp. We check the weather. When it's nice and moon clear, that means we say we're going to have good weather tomorrow. So we will always travel.
On our second part, Edward talks a little of when they used to hunt and fish in order to prepare for the coming winter. In the wintertime, they traveled by dog teams. In the summertime, they traveled by boats. And they did a lot of walking, going from camp to camp as the seasons changed. When you guys used to get caribou in the summertime, so your food could stay, so your food can stay good. How do you guys used to preserve the caribou meat?
That's the only way we used to do it. And when you get caribou in the summer, like we had no place to keep it, you know, especially when we're staying outside of, well, we don't have communities that time. And when you get caribou in the summertime, she used to make dry meat right away. Or, you know, if you had any bones or anything, and boil it and cool it off, you know, and keep it. That's the only way we used to do it, especially in the hot days, in the hot summer. Yeah.
I remember that you guys used to use that ice house. You guys used to make other ice or places to cool meat off in the coast anywhere?
Yeah, like when we traveled in the summer, like we used to come here to Paulatuk in springtime and go back to where we are winter, and month of August we used to walk and use dogs for packing. And you know, that time in month of August, when you get caribou, he don't spoil like he's just in month of July. Easier to keep it. Yeah.
How you guys used to make ice houses?
To make ice house, we use pig to make ice house. And when this deeper get, we use blackened tigers, you know, put the dirt out. That's the way. We don't usually make ice houses, like when we travel, like make about almost about 5 feet, you know, just make it bottom wider, put sod outside and keep the meat and fish. Yeah.
In springtime, when you guys used to get lots of geese, how did you keep those ones from spoiling?
Geese, it's not hard because Father's got an ice house in Paulatuk right here, and we used to, when we go out for geese hunting, when we get enough geese, we always bring it to Paulatuk and put it in the ice house. For us, that is no problem for geese hunting to keep the geese. Yeah, keep it. We always do it right away before geese spoil, and put it in the ice house, keep it for the winter.
Yeah. You guys used to use that. When did you guys first start using that ice house behind the?
Well, she was made. Father's made it about 1939, before 40. Yeah. And you know, that's why we always use, when we have moved to Paulatuk, and make it much easier for us to keep the meat, you know. Anytime if we get when we eat enough geese, we used to bring a load and back again. That's what we used to do.
What about fishing in the fall time? When you guys used to fishing in the fall or in August, when you guys used to get your char?
Well, that time it's kind of hard. We usually make a lot more dry fish because we had no like outboard motors, and sometimes it's hard to bring fish to ice house, and that's what we used to do. Mostly make hangfish and smoke it and dry fish. And much easier for us to keep it fresh.
How much fish would last you all year? When did you guys stop fishing? How much did you guys have?
Well, you know, I won't give you exact numbers, but it would be pretty close. You know, I would say about the pen. If you have caribou, geese, fish, seal, whatever you put in, you know, you don't have to use straight chars, and when you gotta have caribou meat, fish, geese, mix what you get, seal meat and stuff like that. You don't need that much chars. When you get more meat, you know, white fish, and have it all mixed. Yeah. One thing is hard to use one kind of food every day. You know, like when you are living somewhere, maybe in Inuvialuit, you know, when you live off a store, you gotta change your food every day. You know, same thing. Yeah.
How did they make those how do you say stinkfish? Paulatuk?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How did they make it?
How we used to make it, like if we're fishing in the river, month of August, you know, make a cast with rocks and put fish inside and cover it, And your covers, they have to be at least 6 inches above your fish, because we don't lay it right to a fish. Otherwise, you would have crushed, eh? So we always make rocks cast and put all the fish inside, make sure everything fixed up, you know, after we cleaned up. And after I freeze up, and before I freeze together too much, you pull it out, and inside would be still soft. Even the top little frozen, doesn't matter. You know, after that, pull everything out and freeze it, put it back together and cover it again.
Yeah. How long you would usually keep it in there?
Oh, doesn't matter how long you keep it, long as you pull it out. Well, we used to start fishing in August, you know, and sometime we used to stay in river until about first part of September. Then before we go back, we have to freeze it, you know. As soon as the weather gets cold enough to freeze the fish. Yeah.
Any other fish? Where did you guys have to go to get when you guys wanted herring or whitefish?
We don't like east of Peninsula. When we moved to Paulatuk, pretty hard to get herring. You gotta go like west from here, around Langton Bay area. From Langton Bay right to Tuck, that's herrings at Bailey Island, Horton River. Oh, a lot of herrings there.
Mga ICS na ukalala kumaman nga ukak saili oblo nga aminud nalaktuk sila kung nagtuk sila iglala ko ginaktuid ang nagkanaluk si magiblo nga kaya na nilanit ako na ako maiksi unip kata ilan nilo